Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is Angel from Simply Angel Tia. In this video I'm gonna make this scarf here. You guys probably already recognize it just by the pictures. But this is a scarf for one of my nieces who is obsessed with Harry Potter, and so I'm making this Gryffindor scarf for her. Eventually I will make a hat as well, but for now I'm making this scarf for her for Christmas. And so yeah, this is what we're gonna be working on. It's very simple. It's a very simple stitch. I'm not making it too complicated again. I am called Simply Angel Tia for a reason. I try to make things like this very simple. I'm not complicating the stitch by using stitches that are really difficult for beginners to follow. So I just make something simple, but it will be meaningful to those that are being gifted things like this. Okay, so this is what we're going to be working on. Go grab your materials. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so before I show you how to do this project, I'm going to show you the materials that I'm using. And as you can see here, I have my two colors. This is both from Azurite, 100% acrylic, lightweight number 3, and each of these skein is 50 grams each. This one here you will need 2. This one here just get 1, but you will still have a little bit left at the end of it as well. But you need 2 of these and 1 of these, so you need 3 skeins altogether. This is recommended hook size is 3.5 to 4 millimeter crochet hook. This company here goes by color number, not color name. And this maroon one, which I would refer to as red or maroon, is 3025, and for this yellow one is 3006. Okay, so these are the 2 colors that I'm using for this project. For a crochet hook size, I'll be using a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook or G6 US, and that's just a preference. You can obviously follow what is recommended here. I have my scissors here to be able to cut my strings, yarn, and also I have a tape measure if you would like to determine the size. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so to start off the project, I'm going to start with a foundation chain. And for this scarf, we're going to be working the width of the project. So we're going to start on the width side and then build up the length for it. And because it is Gryffindor scarf, we're going to layer exactly the way it's supposed to be, which is a big chunk of this color, and then a strap of yellow, a strap of red, a strap of yellow again, and then another big chunk of the red color. Okay, so to do that, we're going to determine how wide you want your scarf. I want mine to be about 6 to, let's say, 7 to 10 inches long, wide, like this. And so I'm going to start by doing a slip knot like this, and then doing a foundation chain of about 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see here, this is my chain of 30. So this is the width of my scarf. I'm going to chain 1 more for a turning chain, and then I'm going to start the first row here. I'm going to work in the second stitch from the hook. So I skip the one that the hook is coming through, or the one that the yarn attached to the hook is coming through. And in the next one from there, I'm going to go in the back of that chain and work a single crochet. Okay, I'm just gonna like this. And then I'm gonna grab the next stitch and go in the back loop and grab that and complete a single crochet. And then the next, grab the back loop and complete a single crochet. And we're gonna do this all the way to the end of the chain. So I'll see you guys when you get to the end. Okay my lovelies, so I have completed the first row here, and it's just a row of single crochet. And as you can see, it looks something like this. And I'm going to start the second row. I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And for this row and the rest of the rows, we're going to do half double crochets. So I'm going to yarn over, go into the next stitch from the hook, you will have 3 hooks on loops on the hook, yarn over, go through all 3, and then I'm going to yarn over, go to the next stitch. And again, this is just regular half double crochets. We're not doing back loop or anything like that. We're just going through both loops to complete our half double crochet, and we're going to do this again all the way to the end. So I will have you guys complete this row. When you get to the end, get back to the video or put the video back on, and I will show you how to start the 3rd row. And it's pretty much our repeat row, so I will explain how I change my colors, and you will obviously change the colors. If you want them a little bit different, you will change them a little bit different as well. But for now, let's meet when you get to this end here. Okay, my lovelies, so this is my 2nd row completed. So very simple stitch. We're going to start a 3rd row. Again, the 2nd row was the repeat, but I'm showing you how to start the 3rd as well. So you chain 1 and turn, and then in the next stitch right after your hook, you do a half double crochet, and you just continue this until you have however width that you want for, or the length, sorry, the length that you want for this maroon color. So I did 21 rows altogether for this, and then I changed the color to the yellow color, and I did 4 rows of the yellow. Then I changed back to the red. I did 4 colors of the red. Then I changed back to the yellow because we do have that big chunk of red, a stripe of yellow, a stripe of red, a stripe of yellow, and then another big chunk of red. Okay, so we're following the Gryffindor colors from Harry Potter, because this is what I'm making for, is for my niece who is obsessed with Harry Potter. So obviously for this particular scarf, it is a very oriented scarf. So if you're looking to do something completely different colors, whatever the case is, but you're using this pattern, it's absolutely okay as well. But if you're following these colors, then it's best that you follow it like this, because this scarf, very famous from Harry Potter, looks a very specific way. So you would like to want to do it like that, okay? So I will let you guys work from here. There's nothing that changes until the final stitch, where we do single crochet stitches at the end, because we started off with the single crochet stitches here. And the reason being, I just like that is a little bit nice and snatched in like this for the beginning and the end. You don't have to do this. You could have started this first row with half double crochets right away, but if you're following my my pattern here, I start with a row of the single crochet, and I will finish with a row of the single crochet. Okay, so this particular scarf, I'm doing it for a 12-year-old, so I'm going to do about 50, a little bit over 50 inches long for the scarf. So I'm gonna continue to alternate the big chunk of red, a stripe of yellow, a stripe of red, and stripe of yellow again, big chunk of red. I'm going to repeat that until I have the 50 plus inches in length. If you happen to have to go a little bit over 50, it's okay. If it's a little bit under 50, it's okay. But make sure you end with a chunk of red, because we want it to look exactly like the one in the character. So you start with a big chunk of red, like me, 21 rows. And then you will also end with 21 rows. But in this case, you will do 20, because I will show you how to finish the 21st one. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and I will meet you guys at the end. Okay, my lovelies, so I have worked the full length of the scarf here. So this is where we started off here, and as you can see, this is how I changed my color. So this is 21 rows right here, and then I did 4 rows of the yellow, and then 4 rows of the red, and then 4 rows of the yellow, and then another 20. This is 20, not 21, but 20 rows of the red, and then I repeated that again, then 20 rows of the red, repeated the stripes, 20 rows of the red, repeated the stripes, and finally finished it off with so far 20 rows in the red. So with that done, I'm gonna show you how to do the final row, which is a single crochet row, because we started the row at the beginning of our work with a single crochet row. Okay, and this is again optional if you want to just finish it with 20 rows. If you did not do these rows here in starting with a single crochet, then you would just do 20 rows, because then it will be consistent to do 20 rows every time you do the big chunk. but because I did that single crochet row at the beginning, I make it 21. So I will make it 21 on this end as well. Okay, so I will chain one just as usual. I will turn my work, and then I will go right into the next stitch and do a single crochet stitch, and then into the next stitch, do a single crochet. Oops, I keep yarning over because I've been working on that. And then do single crochet, and then single crochet in the next, and then you just do this all the way to the end. Okay, my lovely, so I have completed my final row here of just the single crochet stitches. So I'm gonna cut my yarn just somewhere here. I have a little bit of this maroon color left, so I will use it for another project, and then I will just yarn over and just slip knot this here to close it off. Okay, so this is pretty much how our work is looking. And as you can see, because I'm doing even numbers beside the odd number at the end, as you can see, the string for the finishing is on this side because it's an odd number, and then all the strings are kind of hanging on the other opposite side. And this is all where I changed my color here. So this is how pretty much the scarf looks like. And as you can see on this side, this is where I started. It's on the other side as well. Okay, so I'm going to weave in all of my ends here. This is pretty much the end of the project, you guys. So there's really not much to talk about here beside this is how it looks like. I just want to be able to weave in my ends here so it looks nice and clean, and then I will end off the video with a proper outro. But yeah, this is the project here. So I'm gonna weave in everything, and I'll come back when it's nice and clean and ready to be worn by my niece. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and weaved in all of my ends here, and as you can see now, the scarf looks nice and clean and ready to be worn. Okay, so again, I'm hoping she's gonna love this because she's a big fan of Harry Potter, and the Gryffindor scarf is something that she talks about a lot. So I'm really hoping she's gonna be really happy with this project. But yeah, this is pretty much how it looks like. You can choose to do fringes or tassels here if you want to. And if you know how to do that, you can look up some of the scarves I've done in the past where I do that, and you can add fringes to it. For this particular one, I'm gonna leave it like this and not add anything to it, just because I think it looks nice the way it is. Yeah, this is pretty much it here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video to the end. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, by the way. Make sure you like the video, comment if you have any questions, just to say hi. And if you do make some for yourself or for gifts for your loved ones for Christmas or for any other occasions, please make sure you share my information for other social media in the link below or in the description box below. Okay, this is it here. Thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.